Good evening. The beginning of the summer season is not off to a good start in many parts of Alberta and Saskatchewan. But as the weather calms down, officials predict higher water levels coming through the North Saskatchewan River north of the border city. But as Anna Stanislaw explains, residents don't have much to worry about.
The Water Security Agency predicts that the North Saskatchewan River here at the Alberta border will peak at 2,600 cubic meters per second at some point today. But the city of Lloydminster says the river crested late Tuesday night and water levels are starting to come down.
The biggest challenge is once the water levels start coming down, risk with sand moving or debris plugging the intake. And we have a lot of experience with that, with procedures of back flushing, and so we're very confident that there won't be any issues.
The normal level of the river is about 500 cubic meters per second, but the Saskatchewan Water Security Agency says what was initially predicted has gone up.
When it gets up to that 3,000 cubic meters per second, so that would be around 4 times more water coming through the North Saskatchewan. And that's as a result of the heavy rainfalls in around Edmonton and northern Alberta.
The North Saskatchewan River, North Battleford and Lloydminster is currently being watched and measured.
We have dealt with situations that are even worse than this. And so as the river levels continue to come down, we'll be closely monitoring the situation out at the intake.
Morrison adds that residents shouldn't have any concerns regarding flooding or water quality. But if there are any problems, they can contact the Water Services Department. Anna Stanislaw, Newcap News.
And along with flooding in Alberta and Saskatchewan, we're also seeing the water causing problems south of the city. Heavy rain was to blame as portions of Highway 40 were underwater this morning. Now you're looking at video sent to us by a viewer earlier today. Cars and trucks were forced to slow down as water took over a portion of the highway.
South of Lloydminster last night, there was about 180 millimeters of rain, approximately. And as a result of that, there's some water that started to cross the road on Highway 40 this morning, about 5 kilometers east of Marsden.
A representative from the Ministry of Highways and Infrastructure says they have a crew on site and they'll be flagging traffic until the water subsides.
Speeds will be required and traffic may periodically be stopped, but the highway's still open and traffic is still getting through.
Now, weather permitting, the ministry says the highway should be back to normal soon. As we first mentioned earlier this week, Newcap radio stations across Alberta are chipping in to help with flood relief in southern Alberta. Now, today, listeners and viewers were eager to help out the cause. Kyle Galver has more.
While one part of the province is still recovering from days of extreme flooding, other parts of the province are doing what they can to help in the relief efforts. Today it was Lloydminster's turn as Lloyd FM held a barbecue this afternoon with all of the proceeds going to the Red Cross.
Okay, there's a hot dog.
Thank you.
Oh, good grill master we have. There's a good hot dog.
Thank you, sir. A lot of people, when they heard about the flooding in southern Alberta, said, we want to help. What can we do to help? And as we found out, what they can do to help is give money to the Red Cross, because that's what they're asking for right now, monetary donations.
By stopping in for their favorite grilled delicacy between a bun, Border City residents like Brad Lake showed support for their provincial counterparts.
We kind of feel helpless being 6 hours away from flood victims, but at least knowing that, you know, if we donate a little bit of money today, then, you know, we know that we've done a small part to hopefully get these people's lives back to normal.
I think a lot of us actually know somebody or know of somebody who has been affected by this flood. So while it's in the southern half of the province, it still affects the entire province.
If you weren't able to make it out this afternoon, there are other ways to donate.
There are other ways to donate besides coming down here. We've got a link on our website, 959lloydfm.com. So if you want to donate online, you can do that. You can call the Red Cross. You can also text the word Red Cross to 30333, and that will automatically make a $5 donation to the Red Cross.
Sobeys hosted the barbecue, and the company is going one step further in its fundraising efforts.
What we're doing here in Western Canada is we've got a roundup program, so customers, whatever they choose to round up their purchase or give an extra monetary donation, us as a company are going to match those dollars up to $100,000.
Lloydminster residents never shy away from a good cause, and those involved with the barbecue were impressed with the turnout.
Whenever you see something bad happen, something bad happened, devastation somewhere, I think we at Lloyd FM just naturally want to help out. We want to give back in any way we can.
Whenever there's a time of need, whatever the cause, the community of Lloydminster always pitches in, jumps in both feet to help the cause.
Kyle Gallagher, Newcap News.